All right, hello and welcome everybody. This is for the 100th time Eden Grace, right? So the 1 through 4.
Yeah, I just need to do one run of 1 and then 1 of 3. I don't
have
know what you need.
no idea. I've been trying to look up a BIS, but
What are you playing?
Monk
Okay.
should just be all crit, but people do the fine tuning for stat spread, and I don't know it.
I have the page open right now. I'll find it.
Anyway, welcome everybody.
So probably 2 or 3 E1S, and then a Titan if you don't have the books already.
No, I think I trashed all these.
What? You threw them away?
I always toss them as soon as we're done with the tier. I'm done with it because I already had my caster stuff, and that's what I was intending to stay on. So I was like, I'm done.
You must keep them.
So you guys, we're re-gearing, but like I hate having to ask my team to adjust so that I can do good damage all the time. And again, we were having that conversation about what caster has the best movement, and it's like, if Black Mage's movement is going to be good, you have to learn the entire fight. So Black Mage is still fun, and it's a good thing to like. It's still fun figuring out optimal strats and all that, but I just don't want to be stressed about screwing up all the time because of it. I kind of just want to go easy mode for this. Do I want Samurai to be more of a team player? I don't really care. I haven't been able to think of something thematically that works for it. I think it's fine for it to be a selfish DPS. Oh, it's a little too far out.
Just a wee bit. Earring? No earring. Sag. I have enough books to just get my earring. What? Did you need anything else?
The ring. Just need the ring.
Okay.
So one more, hopefully, will do it.
Do you have the books for it, maybe?
We just had this talk where you were scolding me for deleting all of them from existence.
Yeah, my bad.
I'm pretty disappointed with the last 2 abilities. Yeah, so yeah. If you just got to 80 on Monk, you are getting the patched up version. So Anatman and like Six-Sided Star were a little different at the beginning of the expansion, and then I talked about it, and then they changed it. So it is in a much better place right now. I'm thinking that those abilities are either going to get cut entirely or changed in some significant way. What I'm hoping is that they moved Grease Lightning from an active resource for no apparent reason, but they took it from an active resource to a passive. The change from it being a passive is not what I'm like. There's a good reason behind that, because it should have been from the beginning. As soon as you unlocked Monk, your resource system should have been Chakra and exclusively Chakra. But like up until that point, you had Grease Lightning and Chakra just competing for attention and like a place in Monk's kit. Like all these abilities just focus about building or retaining Grease Lightning, and then a few about building and then expending Chakra, but they never worked together. And so it was like really weird. So they finally made changes to get rid of that crap, which is good. So yeah, I think it's going to get a whole lot better in the next expansion. Like, and again, what I've said is, even if I don't like what they do with Monk, as long as I think that it's like a cohesive kit, that's okay with me.
Ow.
As long as it's a cohesive kit and makes sense and looks good.
Wait, it didn't go off. Oh shit.
Oh no. Heal. Crit hard.
Kill it.
Crit hard.
That's fine. Not even close, baby.
Not even close. Please let me have the ring. Please give it to me. I lost on the roll. I lost on the roll.
Wait, they stole the ring.
Lisa took the ring.
Why would you do that?
Okay.
Maybe they just joined the PF to farm.
Maybe. So yeah. Hopefully we get stuff soon. It looks like we got a kick, and I'd be really happy if that kick was a upgraded or second chakra ability. That'd be really cool. I really hope they go with my idea. I really want my idea to go through for how chakra works. Like, because it needs a legitimate gauge. I believe it needs a legitimate gauge. What kind of gauge are you talking about, Drek? Thank you, chat. I would gladly go into this conversation again for you. I will never get tired of talking about Monk. So, anyway. I don't know if this will make sense for everybody, but if you've played Monster Hunter, then you know that there is a longsword gauge. You attack to build gauge, same as Wrath or Ninki, same concept there. But once you hit a certain amount, you can use an ability to expend it. That expenditure then levels up your gauge. Why? Good question, chat. You would expend the gauge to then empower the abilities. I don't know if I don't care about getting stronger in general, but having something to build towards would be really neat. And then the next time you get enough gauge, you get a new ability in the same spot as the old one, does more damage, has a cool animation, and then you get another one, another level. I'd say 3 is fine. I think that's about where Dragoon is. You got your base, then you got 1 eye, then you got 2 eyes, and then you go into Masteron mode, red, you know. But then as soon as you you'd have the opportunity to expend gauge to knock it down, knock the gauge down. Which I don't know why I keep going to Monster Hunter. Final Fantasy VII Remake Tifa is exactly what I'm talking about. It's just in action combat format, which doesn't fit here, but it can still apply because we have plenty of gauges in the game that do well, that look good, that work effectively.
There's the ring.
I rolled a fucking 12. Please. Please.
Oh.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh my gosh. I was about to make fucking lose it. Would I want it to be a buff like Kaioken at 1 bar SSJ? Would I want an actual attack? I don't know. I don't know. Like, it would have been neat if they incorporated it that way. Because that's kind of what Grease Lightning was. I wouldn't mind an aura or some sort of transformation. If they added more transformations like they did for Reaper, I wouldn't care. Like, reused mechanic, no, it's cool. And it can still be unique for each job. Like, they need to make rotation combat more entertaining, and that's a good way to do it, in my opinion. But I think just doing the attack would be cool. Instead of making it, because what felt, well, they could still do damage boost or something, I guess. What felt bad about original Grease Lightning is that you would get really fast, but then if you lost Grease Lightning ever, you just slowed the hell down. I didn't care that I wasn't doing as much damage. I cared that I was, basically, have you ever been in a fight and you get the slow debuff? That's how it felt all the time. But it was a part of your class. It was a part of the mechanic of the job, and it sucked.
Oh no. Oh god. Wait, the healer's alive.
Shit. Mantra's up. Mantra's up.
Who's got the bomb? No, they pressed the button. You needed to wait. What? Sorry, I think this fight is too hard for me. Leaves.
Okay. We got really close. No, we need that for healer LB. Okay, get your pants.
I need pants.
Yeah, I remember when we did this a few weeks ago. It wasn't too bad, but I was still like, oh yeah, there are things that I need to remember.
Mm-hmm.
And I very clearly
did. Too early.
Yeah. Let's clean it up. Let's start over. It's a lot of reses to get. NA doesn't use macros. Maybe it's just the Final Fantasy crowd in NA that can't read. I'm telling you, Final Fantasy 14 players do not like reading. My personal reading comprehension is dog shit. So that's usually why I don't opt to read stuff. I prefer visual guides, but...
That's not gonna end well.
No.
I'm just gonna jump.
One of you has to jump.
Oh
no.
I'm in
Everyone went
danger.
to the wrong spots.
Yeah, I was all alone up my back here.
Dodge right, stay right.
You had one job, Red Mage.
Hello, dangerous.
Boom.
Oh,
Why did
no.
I have...
They didn't have aggro, I think?
When the
We get up
howitzer goes off in your face.
Rescue that gunbreaker, please. Jesus Christ.
I'm not always ready on a rescue. It's
Burn
not
it.
my style.
Burn all your CDs. Trust me. Die.
I saw him typing while he was standing on the wrong side. Holy shit, we're gonna see phase 3. Good luck, everybody. Savable. Winnable, even. I need mana really bad. If we don't die, we will barely see uplift. No.
Big sad. I can do the relic. It's not the biggest deal if I can't get the weapon. Skills artifact. I can't say much about the skills. I hope that kick is tied to chakra in some way. I'd love to see a Forbidden Chakra upgrade. If they do what I've been hoping for and make Final Fantasy XIV Monk more like XIV Remake Shiva. Excuse me. I'd be really happy about that. We'll have to see. I think the AF I'm really happy with as well. I think from what I've seen, it looks really good. Tifa. Final Fantasy VII Remake Tifa. The Monk. Did I say T? I don't think I said. Maybe I said Shiva. 7 Remake Shiva. I don't know why Shiva would be on my mind. Still smacky, you know what I meant.
The same boots. Again. Cool. Thanks, game.
Anyway, 7 Remake Tifa, where she builds up meter, and then I don't know if she uses. I think she uses an ability to put her into the next level, but then she also has a super attack that depletes her level by 1, but it's like super strong. So I think that's a really cool system to have. That's what I'm hoping for the skills and the layout of Monk and Walker. Got a contact at Square who is trying to help me get an interview with the Monk dev, the lead designer on that, which is really cool if we can make it happen, since everything's remote for the media tour this year.
Bruh. I'm gonna have this for every other fucking job. Alright, I gotta go eat, so
It's all good, man.
place me for now.
I just get mad at YouTube still because they're sass. Like, you need to make content your viewers like. I'm like, well, here's the thought. I'm making new content. Maybe you could advertise that to people who like it. And then I could get new subscribers. Novel idea. I know. But just hear me out. The ball is in your court as well, YouTube. Yeah, like they legit. I don't know if it's public. I could probably find it though. But they dead ass are like, no. We found numbers have shown that even if people are subbed to your channel, they don't want to see everything. So we don't recommend everything that they're subbed to. I'm like, stop making extra work for people that sub the channels. Yeah, no, you have to hit the bell and Even then, sometimes they don't do it. And it's like, how many times do people have to tell you they want to watch a channel? But no, instead of making it so that, you know, when you sub, be like, only these videos, or only this type of video is what I'm interested in. For people who don't want to watch every video. Or maybe, like, people don't watch every video because they're busy in different seasons of their lives. Or I wonder if they're taking into consideration, like, age demographics and, like, when school starts up. And if they're students. So do they, like, watch less when they're, like, studying? Which would make sense, right? Or think about when kids start school. Are they parents? Are they helping their kids get to class? And do they have less free time for themselves at night because they're, you know, trying to get their kids on this schedule, or, you know, a bunch of stuff. Like, some people are just like, I haven't had time. Or like the playcast with me and Jessica. People are like, I wanted to watch, but, you know, finals were right now, so I had to skip on them, or I won't watch them yet. And then they don't watch them for about a week or two, and then YouTube's like, oh, they don't like it, we're never recommending another video like this ever again to you. Some people, like, it's not an issue, and I don't know why, but for others, I can't tell you how many times somebody's been like, oh, I didn't even know this was happening. I didn't know you even uploaded this video. I was like, I don't know how else to advertise it. I put it up on Twitter. I put it up on Facebook, usually. At least I've been doing the best stuff. I've been trying to, anyway. I put it up on the open Discord. I put it in the Patreon Discord. Obviously, it's up on Patreon. And that's all it needs to be on, honestly. Because Patreon's the one paying the bills. Like, I can't tell you how much I've wanted to change some of the tiers to accommodate, like, people on a budget, you know what I mean? Like, I still want the $5 tier to have something unique. Yeah, I'm, like, considering, I've got the $1 tier there, and it's like, maybe I should just put more stuff on there. You know, make it available to people, even if they only want to donate $1, you know? So that I'm opting in. I don't want people to have to pay. I don't. Just to be notified of my videos. I do want people to financially support the videos, because it lets me do it. And I don't have to do a second job because of it. And I'm even able to give Scribble and Archie, like, basically part-time work. So we're doing really, really well because of Patreon. Like, it's a big thing. Really big. It's a great way to support. If you're debating on, like, subbing here or subbing on Patreon, you can just go on Patreon, get a month of the content on there, and immediately, I think it has an option where you can make a one-time donation, but it still counts. Patreon doesn't take as much, so that's why and you get more from Patreon, I think, because I don't post a lot. Like, I'm focusing on the art. I'm making the videos, I'm putting stuff out, and then, you know, if people want to talk to me or message me on Patreon, I'm always there. At least I try and respond. Sometimes the emails get buried, notifying me that it's happening. So, okay, I'm not always there, but a lot of the time I'm there. Usually I get back to you. Alright.
If anyone would like some aiming gear,
I know, right? This is the place to be.
maybe we'll get token system for dungeon gear next expansion.
Yeah, Whoops was talking about that on his stream the other day, too. I was like, that's not half bad idea, especially considering how many people like it for ultimate fights. I've already got Archie doing... I've got a couple... I think 3 emotes on the list. She's still got a few of the Patreon avatars. We've got the side project going on. I just imagine anytime she sees a little message notification next to my name in Discord, it's like, fuck. 'Cause if I could art a few of these things myself, I would, to take some of the pressure off. Thank you very much for those good subs, though. Enjoy your BBC. Big. Black. Chocobo.
Hello, dangerous.
As soon as they let you color your own Chocobo, I immediately went Black Chocobo. That was fun. You guys remember that when they added it?
Hello,
Dude, that was
dangerous.
Chocobo stuff on the market board. That was an economic surge. I cannot tell you how many millions I made by selling stable brooms. You gotta feed them all the fruit, and you gotta hope that it's like the right combination. And everybody was like figuring out, okay, you need this many. Like, it was a really cool community event.
Then you got going down in a circular loop, and you're never going to get the right color.
Yeah. I remember at some points I was like, you know what, it's close enough. I'm gonna stop right now before I screw it up anymore. Oh, did we actually pog? Oh my goodness. Ooh, one down. I'm gearing monk instead now. I remembered how awful it was progging on black mage. As much as I like black mage, it's just not. It's not fun to prog on, really. It's fun to figure things out once you know the fight and get like optimal stress, but I'm already like pretty stressed out. Especially when I screw up something into it puts me in a really bad mood because I'm just so on myself about it. But then I'd never want to ask people to change the strat for me. It's just laughing at us. This whole fucking dungeon is laughing at us. Yeah, things have been pretty good. Been on edge for a few things, so I get sassy with people. Hope that most can just roll with the punches. Understand it's a mood thing while Archie and Scribble, poor Archie and Scribble, stand in the corner with a trank gun aimed at my neck. So I have to edit out all the Strive content from a 14 video. Look! Okay, yeah. Everybody else's fault for making me mad with their bad advice, okay? Reminder again, Archie, I need that shush emote stat pronto.
Hey, no.
Can we just delete ranged physical from the game for like the next 2 runs or something? I really want Opera Omnia to add Final Fantasy XIV Samurai into the game. I'd really like it if they added Hien. It makes more sense that we'd get Estinian, since he's like the 14 poster boy right now. Sorry, Graha, maybe next year. I'm only saying that to fuck with Archie. See, Archie, we just need to make the NES cards, but we'll make them for Final Fantasy 14 NPCs. And just for Graha, the rarer his card gets, the fewer clothes he has. We'll watch their legal. As long as we don't sell them, we're okay. I think. Don't quote me. All right, appreciate it. Yeah, I'll let you guys know if anything happens, if I get on later. But solid attempts, and we're only 1 piece away. So even if I don't get it, we're not hurting. So this is where I'm at right now for my. Again, I'm just stuck. I so wish that I could have this, like something like this, that's like still kind of armory, but it has the draped effect over it, and I hope, you know, fuck, I can still have Archie do this. It doesn't have to actually be in the game. I don't give a shit. I'm always gonna get those questions. Drek, what glamour is in on your avatar? Illegal ones. This fits a little bit better because it's not quite as like bulky. Still dark. I just really like this headpiece, and I'm trying to shape everything that I put on my character around it. And the set that it's from, the Cryptlurker set, just doesn't fit very well. It's just, the Rathalos one is the closest one that I found. It's just not there yet, you know what I mean? Like, what gear gives me a ratty cape? I'm sure we're gonna get like some really cool stuff once the expansion hits, but that's too late. It's too late. This one's good, like thematically, like the colors and the muted tones are really good. I still just wanted a cloak to kind of fit the hood. Yeah, okay, so here's my huge issue with the Nightsteel stuff. Oh, let me flare out the dress on the bottom. I don't know why I'm such a stickler about it. It just doesn't fit for whatever reason. Because I liked the Bloodborne look. Like, I really like this helmet. It is the coolest. It's so Dark Souls, so Bloodborne. And trying to find the chest to match it, like I can do whatever, more or less, for the hands and feet. The Exarchic stuff fits really well with like how ornate the helmet is. Sorry, Archie. That's why I was kind of like leaning towards it for the other pieces. It doesn't have to be black, but let's just do... it's probably as close as we're gonna get. Huh. It's actually pretty good. We're gonna buy it. Yeah, Cyan Traveler would have been so good without these stupid shoulders! And the clipping. Oh my goodness, the clipping is so bad. Why? Why do I don't... Where did these wings even come from? How do you wrap it around and then get those little silly wings? We are gonna go black. I lied. Remember when I said we didn't have to go black? That was a lie. I wouldn't mind losing the shoulder pads, the pauldrons here, but it is what it is. We're doing fine. I'm sure there will be more. I just don't want to slam Archie with something else mid-expansion. Because I would never do that, right? Change my glam in the middle of the expansion? Wouldn't be me. Anywho, thank you guys for hanging out. We'll be back probably tomorrow with some more Relic. I need to get more artifacts, so if we can get those runs done quickly, it'd be great. Thank you guys for hanging out. Hope you have a great rest of your night.
Hello,
God bless you all. Thank you for the gift subs. Enjoy your mount code. We'll see you next time on the stream.